Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Scrapbook Your Legacy with Carrie. This morning, I have an impromptu unboxing video. So my items that I purchased have shown up, and I thought I'd share them with you. Some of them are just some housekeeping items, so they're not the most exciting, but they're exciting for me because I've been missing them. So I'm sorry this is a little noisy. Just get that out of the way because I didn't open the box first. I only unsealed it. So I got my repositionable, which I have been missing. And if you are not familiar with the repositionable adhesive, it is fabulous. It's great, and it allows you to move things around on the page for a little bit. And then if you use the 12-inch trimmer, don't forget that you have to change out your your cutting mat periodically, and you do need to change out your straight blade periodically as you're using it. As the papers start to not cut great. Oh, my dog's coming in because, oh, you don't have your sock anymore, do you? You lost your sock. She took a sock this morning and was running around with it. Right here, let's put this out here for you. You can go chew on it in the hall. There you go, knock yourself out. Okay. What to do with your Creative Memories boxes? You just give them to the dog if you have a dog. All right, I wanted to open these up for you so you could see them. Let's start with the Ruffin It paper. So I got the Ruffing It for, she's now in here staring at me because I have a laser pointer. I can't really say it out loud because I swear she understands me. And she likes to chase the laser light. And that's sometimes how we play. I don't know where she went. She probably took something. No, she's back out with the box. All right, so Ruffin It. I don't know if you ordered this, if you have a pet, but this is a cute little collection. So I'll show you the papers. And the cardstock colors are red, canary, Kelly green, cornflower, which is one of the new ones that they released, and caramel is another new one that they released. They came out with the Croptoberfest and the fall collection. And I also have Q4 Noteworthy page kits, so I'll share those with you as well. All right, so look at this. This is a nice tweedy look. It's the morning again, so my brain's a little slow. So a nice tweed look, almost like a houndstooth, I guess, if I can remember correctly. So that's a green tone-on-tone houndstooth. All right, here's the other side. So it's ropes. So that's pretty cool print. And it's obviously directional depending on how you want to use it. So you want to think about that. All right, so there are those two. I'll leave them like this. You can see those off to the side. Then there's a heart polka dot. I don't know if you can see that too well. The shadow. But that's the heart polka dot. And here's the other side. A whole bunch of little verb bubble or word bubbles. Burn. Hey, hang on a second. Stop it. Stop it. Lay down. That's enough. She's she has a lot to say this morning. Yeah, so the word bubbles and then the hearts. So that's the second one. And again, I don't like to use a lot of print paper, so I would use these in small amounts, but you know, as borders on a page or whatever, but use them how you want. But hopefully this will help you to get an idea of this paper. Here's the plaid, and I'm sorry, I did not check to see if it was available. So this is a tone-on-tone warm brown plaid with a little bit of red in it, or maybe like a chocolate brown, this thin line. But don't you just love the paws in there? So that's lovely. And the other side is a tone-on-tone brown bone. You can see the outline of the bone in there. So that's probably the chocolate brown stripe that's running through there. So there's that one. These are great prints. I think I like this dog collection the best. And then this is just dots, or like little stripes. They could be teeny tiny bones, but I think they're just stripes. Little hatch marks. Blue on blue. And then brown paw. So you could probably use, if you have the older circle cutters, you could probably use an older circle cutter on it. Let's see. Oops, let me open up the current. If you have this punch, let's see how this works. So it's a little bit bigger, so you need a slightly smaller one. So let me just show you. If you have what I call vintage CM, let's try this. Fine. All right, so the larger circle on this one fits the paw print really well. The small circle would actually fit it too. All right, so if you have this, this fits it really well. But you could also use the newer one. You may just have to trim it down a little bit. But that'd be a great way to make some embellishments out of this paper. So that's the blue with the chocolate paws on the back. Really smart looking. And then we've got this fabric stripe. Looks like a fabric when you're looking at it. And this could be like dog collar. You know, if you look at it this way, it could be dog collars. And then this is just a hero paper with all the different toys. So that's a fun one. Like great colors in there. Lots of fun things. And just make sure you're seeing that well. And then the blue. So they did a good job, I have to say. Good job, CM, on this dog collection. Okay, and then like the other bone, which was the brown tone on tone, this one is red with a deeper red. I hope you can see that really well. It's kind of hard. There, maybe like that. So red and a stripe, and then a very large hero print with the paws. And again, you can use that circle punch, let me unlock it again, to cut out some of these and come in, you know, and try to capture some of these, or use what I call the vintage CM to capture some of them. And maybe even the square punch too, that would work. Let's see how that one looks. I just feel like these lend themselves to round rather than square, but you can use your different size circle punches. All right, so that is that paper for that collection, for the Ruffin It. And I think this is a great looking collection. So let me bring that into the center so you can see those. And then we will use the back side here, and we will look at the embellishments and the cards. Let me bring out the stickers first. All right, so here's one of the sticker sheets. So you got all kinds of dogs on it. So you can, if you go to the dog park, you've got multiple dogs from the dog park. My dog goes, oh, I tell you, this time around, I feel like one of our sons makes fun of us. He's like, you guys are bougie pet parents, because she goes once a month for a play day, and the lady who runs the kennel where she stays, it's a small kennel, does themes. So last month when my husband and I had a date, Fern was at the kennel for a football party where they took pictures of them tailgating. I'm telling you, yes, I do feel like we have stepped into the bougie pet parent realm. I have to agree with my son. But anyway, so she's got friends of all different colors and sizes here at the kennel. So that's that one. Here's your 12-inch stickers. So you've got grass, the bones, rope toys, paws, little paw prints, and then grass again. So those are fantastic, I have to say. And then here are your wordy bits. And I like these. All these right here. Professional beggar. Yep. Pampered. Yes. rescued. We have had 2 rescues. This one is not a rescue. I feel like we might need to be rescued. But anyway, yep. So aren't those awesome? Spoiled rotten. Yeah, we kind of do that. Lots of walking. So anyway, yes. So that is, I feel like our dog has trained us this time, to be honest. But she does not get away with a lot, but she does get, well, she's too big to be getting away with stuff, I'll tell you that. She's like 2 or 3 times the size of our last dog. All right, so here are the embellishments. So I will lay these out for you so you can see them, because, you know, they don't always show all 40 of them. I'm sorry for the background noise of the paper, but that's how it's packed. All right, so these are fun. Look at all these paws. And some of them have a shine to it. I don't know if you can see that in the light. Yeah, you can kind of. Sorry, so some of them have that coating on them. I don't think they're stickers. Nope, they just have a coating. And the bones have the coating, and then some of them are matte, okay? So there are those embellishments. And again, depending on how much you're scrapbooking of your pet, you might need more than one embellishment kit. So just keep that in mind. You can stretch your papers, but sometimes stickers and the embellishments, you might need more than one. So see, that's matte in the center and then shiny on the edge. So great little dog tags. Good dog. Fire hydrant. How fun is that? Another fire hydrant, because sometimes one is not enough. Or a little dog tag. So you can layer things on top of that from the sticker sheet. So remember that. All right. Some of these are made for layering, for word bits, and these are also made for a landing place for embellishments too. You can do it that way. You know how I cut circles. If you watch any of my videos, you'll know that a lot of times I'll cut circles and lay them down on paper as a place for the embellishments to have a home. So these are great for that. So keep that in mind. And you can also cut down a photo and put those in there as well. So you can do that. All right, so these are going up in increasing size. All right, so let's put those up a little bit. You can still kind of see them and drool at them and be like, oh, I need to get that. If you don't have a Creative Memories advisor, I would love to be your advisor. And you can find me at creativememories.com / or I think it's /user / Carrie Wallace, but you can also just log on to Creative Memories and look up my name, Carrie Wallace. So here are some large paws. I think those are great. So you could even have a border on one side of your paper and have these, you know, going up like this, like, you know, footprints. So you could do something like that. And you could do them inside a larger circle from the custom cutting system. So, you know, you have that idea. We got a dog bed, best friend with a shiny nose. I don't know if you can see that, but the nose is shiny. How fun is that? Like a wet nose. Nothing like a wet kiss. Life is better with a dog, so the dog has that finish on it. My dog makes me happy, and happy has a shine to it. Then we got the bathtub. My dog is getting smart with us. She doesn't like to get a bath. She's a water dog, doesn't like a bath. And then the dog house. I love my dog. So wonderful embellishments, wonderful stickers. And then for the mat pack, which looks fantastic too. All right, so we have a large dog house. So you could cut this out and put a photo of your dog in here. All right, so you can do that. You can even cut this whole thing out. Other side, Forever in Our Hearts, great title. Great for little bullet point journaling, or you can cut this out and use this as well. Use the different bones for more embellishments. All right, so there's that. So I know this is going to get busy. My dog thinks I'm cool. I don't know if my dog thinks I'm cool, but she's cool. I'll say that. She has her own opinions. And then that frame, which is fun with the paw prints around it. Home is where the dog is. Yep. like that green. And another, you know, you could cut this out, cut it in half, use it for embellishments, or just cut this out and use it as a frame, or use it as is, right? We don't always have to complicate things. You can be as creative as you want. Part of the family, so great family photo here. Another frame like that. So I do like that part of the family. My kids have paws. I might have thought that more when they were little, but now my big baby here at home definitely has paws. And two nice journal boxes if you want to use them that way. Again, limited by creativity. You know, think outside the box, be creative with all of this, use it how you want, or keep it as simple as you want. You know, if you're new to scrapbooking, keep it simple. But if you feel like exploring different ideas, then play with these things. You know, have fun with them. I love my dog. Yes, I do. No doubt about it. She has grabbed my heart over these past year and a half. Love you. That's cute with a little rainbow. Here's the other side, another big paw. That's fun. I'll leave this side open so you can see that. You, me, and the dog. That's about how we roll right now. Fire hydrant. Nice big heart. So you can see how this ties into the embellishments really well. These are the days. Oh, there are days where I just don't feel like walking the dog. Do you ever have a day like that? Comment below and tell me what you think of this collection. If you would use it, maybe you're a cat person, so this would not work for you. But comment below how you might use this for your pets. If you like it and you want to get it, I have not worked on my pet album except for the video that I did for you the other day. And so this is... I need to use up several collections, but I have a number of years of dogs now that I can use up on. So there we go. And here's the other side. And then that's just the pack. All right, so that is the Ruffin It. And now I will show you the Q4 Noteworthy Days kits, because they are fantastic. And again, those... Let's just do this. And then away it goes. Put that in the back. If you are new to scrapbooking, and if you've been scrapbooking for a long time, the Noteworthy kits are fun to experiment with. But if you're new to scrapbooking, these, and you're not sure how to, these do it all for you. They make it very simple. And you can just follow the formula and you have a lovely page. If you feel like getting more creative, you can change up the formula. All right, so Q3 takes us through the holidays. So we have Halloween, right? So these are little extras that come with buying Q3. You can buy the page kits individually. So here's Halloween, all right? That's fantastic. And these are the thicker bits, they're like cardboard. All right, Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, or just fall, all right, with pies, if you love your pies and all of that. And then Christmas, which these will blend with the collections that have come out. So, I can't remember the Halloween collection. Boo and Eek, it's one of those. This will work with that. This will work with the October collections, Croptoberfest, and the Harvest one that came out, and then Magical Christmas that's releasing today. Hello, go grab it. It's coming. 1 p.m. Central. So it might be 2 p.m. East Coast. I might have had that wrong the other day. But anyway, the Magic of Christmas, that's coming out. So be looking for that. And one of the page kits. So that's 12. Let's start with 10. And when you do the quarterly ones, you get this. And I did not check to see if they sold out, but you get these Power Simple pockets. Can't talk today. It's a Monday, coming off of the weekend. Couldn't talk when I did the video the other day, and now my brain's not working. So here we go. It's a Monday. All right, so this is number 10, which is going to be Halloween themed. All right, so again, if you're new to scrapbooking, they tell you what to do. So it makes it easy for you. And it's just like, I can't even think of what the pages are, but anyway, Creative Memories has kits with already created pages, and you can make them as simple or as decorated as you want. And so again, my brain is not working. I cannot find my words today. All right, but here are these, oh, it's Boo and Eek, I think is what it is. But anyway, here are the stickers. Very fun. Yep. And look at, there's a cat. Could have used that on my page layout the other day. All right, and then they've got little like lights, right, for the 12-inch stickers. All right. Then, all right, so you can use this however you want, right? So you have Fast to Fab. See, it finally came. My brain's not firing on all cylinders, but this is like Fast to Fab. Lay your photos down, you're done. They give you a cut apart page. All right, so here's the cut apart page. So they will show you how to use this for mats and background for photos. All right, so they show you how you would cut apart there. So you can use it that way, or you can turn the papers over and you've got this confetti paper, and then you can use these however you want with any of your punches and just make it your own. All right, so thinking outside the box, you can still use this as a background for photos, and then you know, as a strip. You can even cut this and use this as a strip, you know, so thinking outside the box. So they give you creativity here. You get creativity here, but it's also simplified if you don't, you know, if you're not accustomed to doing all kinds of stuff with scrapbooking. So there's many ways that that can be used. All right, so that is, excuse me, page kit 10. And that's fantastic. The colors are great. Candy corn is what I'm thinking of. All right, so number 11, we're getting into Thanksgiving. And this all goes with Noteworthy Days. All right, so if you're doing a year in your life with Noteworthy Days, this goes with it. And then it also goes with each collection from the season. So it's fantastic that way. So here's your page kit number 11 with all the directions. It tells you the cardstock it goes with. And then here is your Fast to Fab layout, which this is nice. I could utilize that. Here is your cut apart page. All right, so you've got that lovely teal, and then you've got this, which Noteworthy Days has a pattern like this through, and they've used this several times in their kits. All right, so that's that pumpkin-y color. Caramel would go with that. All right, and then the other side, you have this. Oh, I love that. All right, that's probably where the direction I'll be going. And then, and I probably cut this down and back it with white or a chocolate brown. So you have some options there. So this is where you can get a little more creative if you want to use it on this side. So there you go. You can do however you want. Again, using your imagination, or again, new to scrapbooking, or you just want to get your pages done quickly. There is no judgment with that. We are all trying to get caught up. Look at these stickers. How great are those? And they blend so well with this. The scarf, the flowers. Got some dinner. That's probably a pumpkin latte. I don't know anything about that other than people rave about them, and I don't drink them. I'm a hot chocolate girl. Or hot cider. Those are my drinks. Spice of life. So these would even blend with, you know, that harvest collection. So wonderful stickers. All right, so that is page kit 11. And pop in the comments below what you think of these page kits. I feel like Creative Memories has done a fantastic job this year between Noteworthy Days and these page kits. I am really thrilled with it. I'm excited to see what they're going to do next year, or if they'll keep Noteworthy Days going. All right, so final page kit. But yeah, pop in the comments below. Let me know what you think. How would you use these? What ideas do you have? Is your brain working and you're kind of ruminating over some ideas? I don't like busy mats. I'm just going to tell you that. I don't like pattern behind my photos unless it's a super simple pattern. I would not do these, but if you like that look, do it. I think it's, you know, again, personal. And then it lists the cardstock right here. All right, so here's the Fast to Fab idea. And all right, so they have it like this. Okay, so that's how they have it. I think I have it upside down. Maybe not. All right, so they have it like that, but hello, you can do it like this. You can do it like this, but then those words are a little bit upside down maybe. And you can do it like that. All right, so there you go. So you have some options with this. And then here is the cut apart page. This is a little busy for me, but I would utilize it differently. But you can use those as mats if you want. So, all right, I like this, but I feel like this is going to get a little busy. So I probably would use the other side. Although I love that polka dot, I would use this side, and I might do it how they have it. Yep, I might actually do it this way. And then probably what I would do instead of using this as mats is cut this up and use it differently. All right, and I'm not sure what I would do right now because it's a Monday morning. But think creatively and do what brings you joy with that. All right, so here's the sticker pack. So this is not like what you would think of as traditional green, okay? Like when you think of Christmas, traditional green and red, this green has a little bit of blue in it. It's a little bit of that teal color that they have in their, what is that color called? Dark sea green. Yep, and dark green. So happy holidays. They got floral arrangements, presents, hot chocolate, yes. Christmas time, and then ribbon border stickers. Right, so isn't that fantastic? I love it. And then the little Christmas tree reminds me of, my sister has my grandmother's, our grandmother's, let's be honest, we're all in the same family, our grandmother's Christmas tree, and it's a vintage tree, and it sits on top of a table, and it's got, you know, the thin branches that you would have had back in the 40s and 50s, probably the 40s for her, maybe the 50s. I don't know. I never asked her. But all these little ornaments that go on it, that reminds me of my grandmother's tree that now sits in my sister's house. So, yeah. So, great page kits. Again, comment below. Let me know what you're thinking of these, how you would utilize them. If you're excited about it, have you enjoyed Noteworthy Days? And yeah, comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to work on the video that will be coming later this week. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but you'll find out with me. So again, thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. And for those of you who comment, thank you. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you. I appreciate it. And if sometimes I'm a little crazy in my videos, I will tell you that scrapbooking and talking at the same time are not easy. So, but I'm enjoying doing this for you. So I hope that comes across. And I love telling stories, and I want to encourage you to tell your stories, get them down on paper. I know I haven't showed a lot of journaling in my videos. Sometimes I like to put some thought into it. But the stories that you hear in my videos do end up on the journals, on the journaling bits that go on the page. There's my Monday brain again. Anyway, thank you so much, and have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week. Be blessed. Bye.